We're your hosts, Chelsea.
And I'm Missy. Joining us today in the Amy Rose Production studio is master prop stylist Tommy O'Donnell. And he's joining us all the way from New York.
Tommy is the stylist on a major network television show down in New York City. He also has clients that span all across all the major cities in the East Coast, and we are so happy to see you today.
Yay! I'm so happy to be here.
Thanks for coming.
Hey, thank you. I love what you've done with the space. And
Thank
it's been
you.
so long.
We
It's been a
missed
while.
you.
I
Yeah.
know, it's been so long for everybody.
Exactly.
So what's up? What's going on?
What's your experience been
Yeah.
through all this whole COVID thing?
Yeah, so it's crazy, right? Like,
Yeah.
who expected all this to happen? So our production shut down in New York, and we thought 1 week, 2 weeks, we're back. No, 1-2 weeks turned into a couple months. Yeah,
Months? Not even a couple.
Just a couple months.
Yeah.
So actually, I took some time to refocus, recenter, kind of figure out, next steps and make some
Self-reflect,
changes.
baby.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I mean, I think that's what this period of time is all about. Like, you got to figure out you can't really work. So what can you do and how do you pivot? So what I've been doing is by accident, really, people reached out to me they're at home, they're focusing on their homes. They're not really doing anything else. And they know that I do styling for TV. So they said, can you also style my home?
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Be like,
Oh
do you
my
not
God.
know my name?
Yeah, exactly. I was like, yeah.
Do you not know who I am?
I mean, I can do it for a photograph. I can do it for television. I can do it for your house. So that's
Right.
kind of what I'm thinking. So, I did a bunch of people's homes. I didn't even tell anyone I was doing it. And everyone just started reaching out to me. So
That's
I've
awesome.
actually been kept really busy doing that all remotely from the Poconos, wake up in the morning, have some coffee, feed the deer, play with a squirrel.
You and all your friends?
Yeah, literally, I have been like Snow White in the
Oh.
mountains. It's crazy.
That's awesome.
Yeah, so it's really been great. But
God.
yeah. How about you guys?
So, wait, I just wanted to go back to your interior work. Is that something that you're going to pursue, going forward? Is that, I
On
feel
the
like
side?
sometimes, in the business world, or especially artists and freelancers, when things come to you, I feel like it's also a sign to oh wait, I maybe didn't consider that before, but there's a market for that. People are
Right,
reaching out
yeah.
to me. They think of me when they have that need. So it's I don't know. What are your thoughts?
Right? So I've always wanted to do interior design, and I even went to school for it for a little bit, but I actually wanted to do it before, and I didn't want, it was so technical. I just wanted to make things pretty, and I was too in my head. So when this happened, it was just,
You gotta go for it.
it's just styling. That's all it is styling. And to answer your question, yeah, I do see myself in the future doing this on the side, and who knows? The sky's the limit, right?
Right.
So.
And you have all the experience
I
to
have
do
the experience, I have the connections, and I know all the brands. So I think that's a big part
It's
of
a
it.
no-brainer.
And you know what the other part is that I have the confidence now. I didn't have the confidence before to go into people's homes and style.
Right.
But I've been doing it for so long that it's second nature now.
Mhm.
So
That's awesome.
the plan is to keep it going, see where it takes me, and little extra side hustle.
That's great.
Good for
Yeah.
you.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, well,
For us,
the
it's-
struggle has been real. Not gonna lie about that, but
Yeah, we had pretty much the launch party. You know about that.
Yeah.
We launched
yeah.
the business, and pretty much 3 weeks later,
Yeah,
we had
sorry I
to
didn't
close
make
the
it.
door. Yeah, thanks. Thanks for coming by. You never even RSVP'd, by the
place
way.
looks great. I love
Yeah,
it.
thanks.
I know. So we were riding on this super high. We were so excited.
Yeah.
We were doing well. We were doing freelance work, and then all of a sudden, a halt. So initially we were going after every grant opportunity. Basically following the news by the second to see what the world was gonna do,
Yeah.
and that was exhausting.
Yeah, it was.
I had to shut myself off.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
We both took a personal hiatus. Just, I went up to the Adirondacks. Miss redid her entire
I did my
house.
And you didn't call
I
me.
literally
I know.
took a month, and I just painted like a maniac, but it was very therapeutic.
Yeah.
So there was a silver lining. It was kind of like one of those things. What have you been putting off and making excuses for so long? And I know for me, it was my house and my health.
Yeah.
So I'm like, get your stuff together, girl. This is your opportunity.
Right.
And kind of get it done. And there are silver linings at the end of it.
Yeah, I mean, I've been on the hustle for as long as I can remember, just trying to work. You know, I've been very career minded. So this, like, I did not feel comfortable about the pause.
No.
But as soon as I embraced it, it was so rewarding. Like, I feel like a refreshed person. I had a lot of creative moments. Like, actually did like a t-shirt design. I was like, whoa, where did that come from?
Really?
You know, like little stuff like that just you don't have time for. So, you know, there is some silver lining there.
Yeah.
It's awesome.
Yeah. I think that's how you have to look at it too.
Well, yeah, it's just kind of also embracing not working every day.
Yeah.
That's especially when we're hustling and we're like, go, and it's work. Then you're like, what do I do with myself?
Right.
You know, it's like, so now we're just really trying to work behind the scenes and build up marketing and a lot of stuff behind. So.
Yeah. And, you know, speaking of work, you know, we were thinking.
So you're not here just to visit.
While you're here, just hanging out with us, we have a challenge for you.
I don't know what that means.
This is not Oprah. You do not get a car.
You don't get a car, though.
You get a challenge.
Okay. What?
So,
don't be scared.
I'm a little bit nervous. I'm not gonna lie.
No. Come on.
Okay, no.
We wouldn't set you up.
All right.
For failure.
Yeah. So what am I doing?
Or would we?
Or would
I
we?
don't know. I
mean, maybe I would.
I'm not. I don't. Sure.
Well,
What's happening?
We were thinking like a good kind of intro challenge for you was this idea that we came up with called Clutter to Curate It. So Miss and I just went around. We had a bunch of
items from the
clutter
house.
stuff, tchotchke, hanging around the house, you know.
Tell me more.
We brought it in, and we want you to do something with it.
We want you to work your magic and see what you can actually do.
I
Mr.
actually
Tommy.
have a 2:30, so I gotta go. But it's been really good seeing you guys. It's been really good. So, yeah, challenge accepted. Let's do it.
So we're gonna take Tommy, because challenge accepted, over to the other part of the studio where we're gonna set up the Curate the Clutter challenge.
Yes.
Never been done before, first time, and I think Tommy's gonna knock it out of the park. So stay tuned.
Surprise!
No.
All right, so Tommy,
Okay.
these are the items that we got for Curate the Clutter.
I'm sorry. No. I just
We
have.
got-
No. What is this?
I'm
what?
sorry.
What, miss?
What's the problem?
No.
All right, you know what? I gotta go.
Yep.
Bye, Diva.
Bye.
Good
okay.
luck.
All right. I don't. What? All right. So challenge finished. I think I did a pretty good job after seeing everything that I had to work with, and I curated as best as I can, and I think it looks pretty good. So let's give a little talk about everything. So first and foremost, we have your focal point. So let's start with, this is your hero item. We're gonna start with, this is the darkest, this is the tallest, this is where your eye is drawn to. It's centrally focused in the image, and it will draw your attention the most. So you're gonna start there as your hero image. Then you're gonna build around it. So around here, we're kind of going down. Think of a triangle, kind of a shape where your eye is gonna go. So the items over here are leaning down towards the end of the image, and over here you have your smaller items in the front. It's a really easy way to actually make an image visually appealing. So your eye, think about where your eye is going at all times. And this applies to for interiors as well. So if it's a house or it's an image, you really just style the same way. Also, perspective is a really important thing to think about. So you have your background, middle ground, and foreground. Think about how things are playing off of each other, and think about where the shapes are landing. So in here is background, middle ground, foreground, and you know we have the overlap happening, so it creates this unity of the objects and brings them all together. And then the separation is, you might not be able to see it on camera, but here it's actually separated a bunch. So you don't think things are on top of each other. Think about giving them space and some breathing room. And that applies also to cabinets and bookshelves as well. So for also colors, I kind of stayed in a blue, green, neutral family. I chose various tones of blues, metallic blue, like glass blue. And then I also tied in the green as well because it's in this organic flower image, or flower. And the green of the stem. There's some hints of green in the flower petals as well, and that ties in nicely with the green picture and the books as well. Whites are kind of a nice grounding neutral, so you want to add them in because you can put them anywhere. So if you don't want to do too color heavy, you kind of want to add some white. And then don't feel too crazy about like, oh, I have to stay in this one color family. Play with colors, play with textures, add in some marble, add in some wood elements, add in some copper, and you really can't go too wrong if you add in 1 or 2 pieces. Then, last but not least is fabric texture. So you want to have a nice fabric kind of to make the image softer and a little bit more warm. So what you can see here is I add in some drapery, I added in some texture element that kind of draws your eye in and around, and it's also over here as well. So we have a napkin that just has a nice, gentle, soft touch and adds to the image. So challenge accepted after all that other mess that I just got rid of, and let me know what you think, because I think I did a pretty good job.
Hey, Tommy, how you doing over there?
I'm good, here
Hurry
I come.
up. What took you so long?
Good. How
All
was
right.
that?
How'd it go?
Wait, no. No.
So dramatic.
I know, always. I can't help it.
Drama
I
queen.
can't help it. You guys really set me up for something that I wasn't expecting. So thank you.
But you can always make the impossible happen.
I know.
Yeah, no, it was good. It was good. We did a lot of things on the set, and I took a bunch of your stuff that I don't know where you found.
Don't you? Didn't you love it though?
But
You loved it, right?
well, it's the nice thing is that there was like a plethora of things to pull from, and I think that's kind of like people's houses. They have so many things that they don't know what to do with it. It's like kind of what I'm doing with the interior stuff is I'm telling people what to do with most of their things they already have and then what they can add to it or how to scale it back and make it look better. So that's basically what I did over here is that I took a bunch of pieces and, made it all cohesive and
now,
curated.
what made you decide what to use? Was it like the height, the size, the shape?
So it's kind of like what I do in interior design. So it is, you got to pick out like your color scheme and also your texture scheme. And then you build around that. So what I did is I took a bunch of blues and then I added some wood textures and there's a marble and then like a cement background that I used. And then I also added some organic materials. So I added some flowers. So with the flowers, it's white, it ties into the vases, and it ties into the green of the stems, ties into the other vase, and then you have the blue for pop. So, and kind of the way I did it was I did almost like a skyscraper. So like, if you think about like going up and down, it's kind of like that. So the main focal piece is the largest one in the middle, so it draws your eye in, and then you kind of go back and forth around the image. So
Right, because I know sometimes, it's like when you see a ton of stuff together, your eye goes everywhere.
Yeah.
So I was going to say, how did you draw everyone's eye into a
so it's
point?
basically like a triangle.
It's a dance.
Yeah,
almost,
so
with
you're
the
kind
eye.
of, it keeps going around, like, where to look. There's not like confusion. And this is just like something that anyone can do at home. Like, especially,
Even me?
Yeah.
Next challenge.
Next challenge, exactly.
That's the real challenge.
The struggle is real.
So, but yeah, I mean, if you have like it's just a few things, you can just style stuff at your house and make it look pretty. It's not that hard. It's really simple. And if it is too hard, just give me a call.
Right. Definitely. Well, you just redid your house, so maybe you can take some of those tips that Tommy was talking about too.
Well, he actually styled my living room, don't forget.
Yeah.
Oh,
That's
right.
right. So, but I redid the mantle and stuff. However, a lot of tips that he taught me,
Yeah.
I used.
Yeah. I mean, we worked together for so long.
I know, and I'm scarred for life, so there's a lot of things I'll never forget. That I will
just-
never forget.
It's
So-
just because we're
Scarred for
photographers
life. Yep.
does not make us stylists. Like
Yeah.
sometimes I see the stuff that you guys do, I'm like, I don't know what's happening.
And that's why I have a job.
That's the beauty
That's
of
why I
it.
have a job.
That's
Exactly.
the beauty.
Yeah.
So, well, thanks so much for being
Thank you,
here
Boo.
Of
today.
course. Anytime.
We
anytime.
had fun shooting with you.
Yes, we
obviously.
did.
Yeah.
Like, I
Always.
Can't
I love-
wait till all this blows over and we
I
can get back to
know.
normal.
I know.
No, I love working with you guys. Anytime you want me to come back, I will be back here.
We know.
Noted.
Yep, just pay for the hotel and the drive.
Noted. and.
And
And.
Yeah.
So where can people find you? They
Yeah.
want to get in touch with you for interior work, styling, whatever. I should call.
So
date.
you can find me on my website. It's tommyodonnell.com, and then Seriously Styled. So on my Instagram, Seriously Styled without the vowels.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Well, thanks so much for tuning into the Let's Smudge podcast today. Let us know what you thought about the show in the comments below. Did you like Tommy's curation? How was it challenged? Do you have any challenges for us? More to come. We also, next episode, Tommy is back in the studio for something else, but it's maybe not a challenge. I'm not saying.
We don't.
anything.
We can't tell them yet. So we want to thank you guys for joining the Let's Smudge podcast, hosted in the infamous Amy Rose Productions studio. See you next time.